Hey guys, it's Kelly here from Kelly & Co, and today I'm going to talk to you about cuttings. This is my number one topic that I am asked questions about. Every single question possible about how I do my cuttings, how I get them rooted, when to take them from water to soil. I get asked it all every day and I absolutely love it and I love helping you guys, but I thought I'd just address it all in a video so you can refer back to it as well. So I'm going to take two cuttings today and I'm going to go over how I root my cuttings. So I use these Propogation Stations. They're from Tradie with plants. I've got all different sizes and I've got big ones and you can get single ones as well. Yeah, you can get single ones as well. I use the 20mm tubes, but you can get 30mm tubes if you're doing slightly larger cuttings, but I find that these work for me. So these are some I have rooting at the moment and they are looking really good. So I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this. Now you don't need propagation stands, you can use old jars, vases, glasses, anything like that, anything will work. So the number one reason my cuttings do so well is because I change the water often. I will change the water every 2 to 3 days to make sure that the cuttings are getting a good flow of oxygen and they're not going to die off. I don't use super cold water and I don't use lukewarm water. It's somewhere in between because I don't want to shock the roots when I'm changing the water over. So that's my number one. Change the water. You do not want it looking murky or anything like that because it's not going to encourage growth at all. The second one is if I'm doing a fresh cutting myself, I will do the cutting and then I will let the cut callus over first, so you're going to reduce the chances of getting root rot. So I'll just leave it out for maybe 2 to 3 hours a day at the most, and then I'll put it into the water. You want to make sure your cutting has nodes, as that's where the roots come out of. And I'll show you what they look like. Actually, I'll put a photo of the nodes up here. They look pretty much the same on all plants. If you were getting a cutting that you've bought online, often they already come with little roots. They'll definitely have nodes and they'll already be calloused over, so you can just pop them straight into fresh water. If you want to be really anal, you can use like bottled mineral water, but I've never done that and mine have been just fine. I think that is all. Oh, I keep them in bright indirect light. They seem to like that with all of the cuttings I do from any plant. But yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm going to show you how to do a cutting. I'll do my first one on this silver sword I've got here. Now she's got, it's going to be really hard to say. She's got some nodes here and she's actually got an aerial root, 2 aerial roots. I don't know if you can see, but again I'll put a picture up of what the nodes look like. Now when you're doing your cutting, you want to have a pair of scissors that adjust, or snips, that adjust for your plants, and you want to make sure that they are clean, especially if the plant has a disease or an infection or something that you don't know about yet. You don't want to be snipping that and then snipping something else. So you can just use like a spray sanitizer, or you can give them a wash with warm soapy water in between. I'm lusting over a pair of Falco snips at the moment from Odorines. They're really expensive, but I've been thinking about it for like 2 weeks now, so I think I'm just going to go and get them because they are so sharp, easy to clean, won't rust, they'll last forever. So I think I'll go and treat myself to those. But we'll start with the cutting. So if the leaf you're cutting has a little bit of damage, that's fine because more leaves are going to grow and then eventually you can cut that one off or it'll die off or whatever. So don't worry too much if your leaves are a little bit damaged. But I have sanitized these scissors. These wee pink ones I raided from my daughter's craft kit. a few months ago, and they have been my little snips for plants ever since. So it's really, really easy to do. You want to locate where your node is, and it's here. And I've got some aerial roots, which is really cool. And you want to do the cut like 1/2 centimetre to 1 centimetre below the nodes to give them a little bit of space. And you want it to be like a quick, fast snip. You want it to be as clean as possible. So I'm going to go in here and snip. See, I've got about 1/2 centimetre below where those aerial roots and nodes are. So now I'll just leave this wee cutting just somewhere warm and let the bottom callus over. Once it's not super wet, it's pretty much good to go. But it does help with root rot and infections and everything like that. So I'll put this one aside. And I've got this one that I am going to do next, if I can find the one I was going to cut. Oh god, I had it all picked out. I think it was this one. Yeah. So I'm going to do this one, which has nodes, and it has 2 leaves. So the advantage of having 2 leaves is that it's going to be able to photosynthesize more, so it's going to be able to grow quicker. But there's nothing wrong with doing a single leaf cutting either. So I know these ones are disease free, so I'm not going to run away and clean these, even though I just lectured you about doing it. I'm going to move these ones out of the way. So we've got the node here, and I've got a lot of space here, so I'm going to do 1 centimetre below. And that is that one. All done. So I'm going to let that callus over as well. So once they're calloused over, I will put them in one of my other propagation stands that I have some room in. Fresh water. I'll put the water in now so it gets to sit for a little bit and get to room temperature, and then I'll just pop them in and away they go. I'll do an update on my Facebook page when they start rooting. But I think that is everything I do for my cuttings. My amazing rooted cuttings that I buy are from the Cuttings Co. She's on Instagram and now she's on Facebook. She's opening her website soon. They are the best and most well packaged and well priced cuttings I have ever got, and I'll pretty much only get my cuttings from her if I'm going to buy them. But they are amazing. Like, I'm just so happy with them. But again, if you have any questions about the cuttings or anything like that, leave a comment down below or hit me up on my Instagram or Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!